Hello there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of AJOLWTTA, otherwise known as the Anything Jonno or Lister wants to talk about podcast. I am Lister, otherwise known as Zantok. This is Jonno, otherwise known as only Jonno. He doesn't have another name. He's just Jonno. Some people might say Jonathan, but that's actually wrong. It's an incorrect name. He tells people that as a joke. Don't. If you want to be funny, I guess you could, like, haha. But he'll think that you're a fool. It's like, ha, they think that's my name, and it is not.
What a
Listen,
way to.
man, it's really easy for me to do the part of the intro for me because, like, hey, I actually have two names. You're just John. I can't do anything with that.
Just Jonno. That guy. He could do things. John, Jonathan, Johnny, Jojo.
Yeah, I've used all those.
Good times. Good times. That was cool. I mean, that was. What do you call that voice?
I've already forgotten.
I think it's like a count. I think of like a vampire.
Maybe I don't remember what it sounded like.
You were like, oh, 6, 8, 7.
Sometimes you no, that's the vampire voice that I was about to do. Like, I don't know what you thought I was doing, but that wasn't vampire. What I was about. There are some things that you can do, and there are some things that I wish you wouldn't do.
Count Zantok. That wasn't the first time someone used that laugh on me today, but it is the most entertaining. Very, very good humored.
You know, when you live for thousands of years, you have to find some humor in the world. Otherwise, you end up being hunted down by a family of fuckers. I couldn't think of what word I wanted to throw in there. I was trying to get the fanatics, but I couldn't get the fanatics. I was like, I'm just circling around an F. What's another word I can throw in here? Fuckers. There we go. Jesus.
A family of whip fuckers.
Yep. Yeah. That sounds worse when you say
it.
It sounds a lot worse when there's not the stuttering in the middle of trying to find a word.
Yeah. I just figured you meant Simon Belmont and those
I did.
You know, Castlevania.
What other games? Who else would a vampire be talking about? Like, oh god, the whip fuckers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What? Oh, I thought you were gonna say what other whip fuckers could we be talking about? It would just
do you think he's gonna be scared of Jonathan Morris? Come on.
It depends. It depends on the Jonathan. That's too broad of a name. That's like 3 whole syllables. He needs to settle on Jonno.
Or, you know, Jonno, it's like abbreviated like a J. Jonah Morris, you know? No, I think it'd be better with the third J.
No, I can't take him seriously at all. Yeah, never cut. I mean, not with that haircut either.
No, that mustache. We're back. It's been a month. Well, yeah, for this show.
I'm remiss for words. I barely know what to say. I'm just kind of sitting here looking at your beautiful vestige.
That's no.
How the devil are you?
Well, there's many things happening down here. Oh no! Oh, you meant me, not. Oh, I see what happened.
Yeah.
There's a misunderstanding. No, that was the devil.
Yeah. I hope he's okay too. He's on vacation.
It's really hot down there.
Yeah.
The air conditioning doesn't want to work.
Yeah.
The closest they've got is tears, and they just drizzle them.
Yeah. That's what they do, all right.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, here we are.
It's
been another month. It's kind of been like a legit month between recording too for this show.
I mean, for this show, it tends to be like, I think at worst we've had like a 2-week. That's because, you know, just sometimes scheduling is just a bitch like that. But we try to always record these roughly a month before the air date, which sometimes leads to things being a little anachronistic. But it's
Mhm.
better than waiting till the last week and going, "Oh no, we don't have time.
Yeah.
Fuck."
When is this one coming out? This is the March episode?
This is the March
I
episode.
can't even.
Yes,
I'm like, oh, this is where my life is.
this is the
Okay,
March episode, which means
Happy
for us
Happy
it is
March.
February. Hello.
Yeah, Happy March, Junior. I'm excited to share this night with you, recording this episode.
Sir, are you okay?
No, I'm pretty tired to be honest with you, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this shit. It's gonna be entertaining.
Okay. All right.
I know you'll wake me up. Your rousing performance.
Haven't I not already?
I
I'm
mean, you've
insulted.
gotten you've worked me up pretty hard. Yeah, I'm almost
Okay,
there.
praising.
Freezing. Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna jump into the one thing that we always talk about every episode: video games.
Video game.
Video games. So let's talk about what's released since we last recorded. We last recorded, I think it was January 2nd. So
Do
let
you play
me,
video
bruh.
games? Cool. Good.
So games that have released since the last recording. One that you're excited about, I know for sure. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is on Nintendo Switch Online, and I know you've played a bit of it again. I don't know how much, but I know you played a bit.
Yeah. Yes. I have done this. I've done this a fair amount, actually. I've put in like 15 hours.
15 hours?
Yeah.
Wow, that's more hours of sleep than you've had in the past week.
I usually wake up around 3:45, take my dog outside to go use the restroom, and then I go back to my room, and suddenly it's like 8 a.m. somehow, and that's kind of how life is. But yes, I have played Path of Radiance. It feels good. It's not always that I find time to game, and I find like an inspiring retro choice. Something for that I grew up with is always kind of what can swing me back into it, because there's a familiarity. But with a game like Path of Radiance too, it's like it's been so long. You know the general story, you know the character motivations, but you really forget a lot of the minutia. It's been 15 years probably since I played through all the way. And I sold my copy of Path of Radiance to a friend for $400. I remember back in the day, and didn't regret it, but because
$400.
pretty, yeah, but at the same time, it's a great game. And my favorite Fire Emblem game, and it's still what this is reaffirmed to me playing it. It still is. It is still my favorite Fire Emblem game. Still my favorite overall cast of characters. My favorite lord. Favorite overall realm. And just like playing through it, and having recently played through other Fire Emblem titles, like even Three Houses is just a relatively smartly written title. Um, just old school Fire Emblem just had done things better, and part of that is the story, and what I liked about it in the past, it being a grounded narrative, and the majority of the conflict that you face in this game is racially motivated, unfortunately. With the plot between the Lagoods and the Bjork, and how they treat each other, the wars waged, the slavery, it taps on story beats very familiar to most of the developed world, unfortunately, and does so with like a weird kind of, for a JRPG, like amount of consciousness and respect. It is very well written. And also, I feel like this game, the majority of the characters that you encounter, which is not always true of Fire Emblem games, sometimes they tend to focus on the development of the early characters you meet early on, and then the rest of them like, oh, I'm here because for
You
some
have your lord, your Jagan,
yeah.
your opening retainers, and then you have the flavor of the week. that comes in every chapter, and they're
Right.
important for one chapter, maybe two, and then
Right.
you almost see them in support conversations if your game has support conversations.
Yeah. Which Radiant Dawn doesn't. That was a downgrade. I am 15 chapters in, and everyone I've met up to this point, if you want to find the chance, and support conversations help with this. There are additional conversations you can have within your convoy too before each chapter. They do a great job of fleshing these characters out over time. Like each of them. I mean, I've probably come across maybe 20-ish playable characters so far, and none of them feel like caricatures. That is a difference. That is a difference between then and now for Fire Emblem.
Yeah, like I've only played modern era Fire Emblem because I need my casual mode because I'm a bitch ass baby. But like Awakening and Fates really feel like a lot of the caricatures, especially Fates. Awakening not quite as not as many are caricatures,
Mm-hmm.
but Fates feels like a lot of them are characters. And I think that's like, come on, why? Like, let them
Yeah,
feel like people.
agreed. Because they got lazy. Nintendo was like, you need to make 3 versions of the same damn game. So they're like, okay, I'll make these shitty characters then. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun going through that, and it's somewhat difficult. I lost Z-Hark, and I at this point, yeah, and I'm like, am a perfectionist with these games. Like I can't lose a character, so that's where I topped it off. Like I went a couple chapters ahead, and then I was like, I mean, it just feels weird to know that I like am responsible for having somebody be dead. And so I'm gonna return to that chapter and and play it through again, and bring all my characters forward, and restore that save. So that's where I kind of fell off because it felt like I was overloading my brain. This is what I've kind of learned too. I love strategy RPGs, and but what I've learned about re-entering that realm with this game is like they can also stress me the hell out.
Yeah.
Like it requires a fair amount of energy to strategically manipulate this map to where you're saving all of your characters while achieving the goal. And it started to kind of stress me out in the same way that work can. So when I am feeling very overloaded with work, we have a festival a week basically, and that's hardly an exaggeration. This time of year, I'm like, okay, I'm going to settle off of Path of Radiance for a few days. But overall, it's great. My boy's in there, the blue cat, and Ike, the blue man.
I really wish that they would give us more remakes of the older games because I mean they remade Shadow Dragon, they remade Mystery Emblem, but first of all, Mystery Emblem was again Japanese only. Like fucking why? What the
Yeah,
fuck? You
exactly.
localized Shadow Dragon. But it wasn't until Awakening and then the remake of Gaiden becoming Shadows of Valentia, where like, hey, look, casual mode, so now you can play with actual units being permanent. It's like, ooh, I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like they should have either split teams or gotten help from the studio. Like, okay, IS is gonna focus on making new titles, and then either the B team or the other company, whatever it is, remakes older games so they can all have the casual mode and maybe some other quality of life upgrades. I don't know. One thing I don't think the older games need is like they've started with Three House Action. They might have started with I think this might have started with Valentia actually. The ability to like turn back time mid battle, go back several turns. It's nice, but I don't think that's something that every title needs. I feel like they're rapidly going to be writing themselves into a corner to explain this mechanic. It's like, okay,
Agreed. Agreed. Like, what would it be for Path of Oh, actually, I know what it could be for Path of Radiance. They would use the Rand's medallion.
yeah, I was
It's like,
literally
oh,
thinking like Laurent's medallion, and it's
yeah.
like, what are they going to give Marth a new earring that lets him turn back time? No, come on, we don't need to do that.
No. No, 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 no. but it's been
But like,
good.
if they can remake more older games, more older Fire Emblems, give them the modern, I lost my words, the casual mode, I'll play them. I would
Mhm.
love to play Sacred Stones. I would love to play the Tellius games. I technically I have played some Radiant Dawn, but I got to a point where I lost too many units. And I was like, I can't do anything anymore. Uh-oh. And I stopped. I think I got to like at least chapter 3 though, so you know.
Mhm.
I got decently in.
Yeah.
But I the permadeath is where they lose me.
Right. Well, that's why they lost a lot of people. That's why they have that fabled story of Fire Emblem almost dying before awakening.
Yeah.
There needs to be a balance, though.
Yeah.
Agree. Hopefully, Fortune's Weave finds that balance. Three Houses did, mostly.
I mean, I think we already Fortune's Weave is going to have the Fortune's Weave, which is what's going to let you turn back time. Let's be fucking real. It's literally going to
Yeah.
be like a spinner's wheel, where they're weaving fortune.
Yeah.
Come on, it's in the name.
Yeah.
It's literally
Those
right there.
freaky old ladies from the Hercules Disney movie are going to be there.
I was thinking, Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, yeah.
Prick your
And
finger.
Sophus is there
What?
somehow.
Oh yeah. Older Sothis that might be younger Sothis. It doesn't. The time we don't. We need more information. We need another Nintendo Direct that's not a partnership. Guess we'll talk about that later. But we need
We will.
information. God damn it.
Need information on more games, period.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
It's feeling a little dry around the Nintendo desert.
Mm. Well, speaking of, let's see what other games we've had release in the past month. So, Animal Crossing: New Horizons got its Switch 2 update, which added some, I think, some new Zelda villagers and some new clothes and
Yeah.
other a lot of new stuff
Never.
to it that people are excited about. Let's see here. Final Fantasy 7 remake and Rebirth have come to other consoles now. Rebirth actually just got announced today during the partner showcase for the Switch. I don't remember what it's. I think it's gonna be later in the year when it releases. But remake has released
Yeah.
on Switch too.
Yep.
What else is big that I can recognize?
Not a whole lot.
I mean, no, releasing today, and I'll play it eventually. Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. Fuck yeah.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. They also released today, Shadow drops today, the Switch 2 version of Hollow Knight, which
Yeah.
added some new stuff to it. I don't remember what it was, but they added some new features. I
It
think
looks a little, like, aesthetically looks a little different.
I
A
know
little
they cleaned
brighter.
up the graphics for it, so yeah.
Mhm. I mean, I'm excited, but I mean, I already own it, so I'm not getting that, but I'm excited for other people to try it.
Yeah, and then they also Shadow dropped the Super Bomberman collection for all platforms today.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's pretty. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like when these older franchises that like had a bunch of like NES, SNES era games. They're just gonna like, okay, we're not gonna just give us $50 for this old Super Nintendo game. Like, no, here's a whole fucking package
Oh,
of like the whole goddamn things. Like, yes, thank you. Do more of
yep,
that. Nintendo is
agreed.
guilty of explicitly not doing that. Or they'll
Yeah,
release 3 games together, but hey, look, here's our 35th anniversary Mario celebration. There's these 3 games. Oh, you want them to be purchasable forever? No, the package it's a limited run physical edition, and also the digital edition will get delisted after months. Like what? What?
yeah,
Huh?
it's pretty stupid. And I still see 3D All Stars for sale in some stores, even though stock
Amazing.
was. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I picked up a copy just because it was going to be running out, and I was like, okay, I'll just grab it. But what the hell, Nintendo? Like, I won't defend you guys, and I will defend them all on a lot of things, but there are some things that are indefensible, like they're like that. And then whatever the fuck they were doing with the DS and the 3DS at the end of their lifespans, like, What the fuck was the DSi? And what the fuck were they doing with the 2DS XL, 3DS XL? Like the release dates of these things, which like why? What are you
Hmm.
doing? The micro. What the fuck was the micro?
The micro was the worst of all.
The Game Boy Micro releasing after the DS release and is just literally a smaller Game Boy. There's no longer the closing of the screen from the SP, and there's nothing exclusive for it. It's just the same text. Like it's smaller. Like the screen itself is why? Who was this for?
It's there are always reminders that your favorite franchises are planted by corporations who act as corporations do, which is to say that they don't always have many people's best interest in mind.
Yeah.
Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, they are all different levels of responsible for that.
Looking forward at what's coming up through the rest of February. A game that also just got announced today, or at least I think today was its first announcement. Tokyo Scramble, which is like some kind of survival horror puzzle game where you're being chased by dinosaurs. It's like,
What?
what? This okay. That's going on my list of things I want to watch be played because I'm curious. I'm not gonna play it. I was like, I kind of want to see this. What is this?
Maybe you'll be forced to play it.
No, because if I watch it, that means I've already experienced it.
I wonder if John Hammond will be there.
What?
What?
I didn't hear what
Yeah,
you said.
John Hammond. If he'll be there.
I highly doubt it.
No. What about Jeff Goldblum?
Highly doubt it. Mario
No,
Tennis
no
Fever
time.
is going to be coming up later this month. Yakuza
Mhm.
Kiwami 3's remake, which there's been some controversy on, but
Oh,
oh boy.
yeah.
Avowed is coming out on the PS5 later this month. Oh, the Virtual Boy NSO is coming out in a few weeks. I have no plans to buy the Virtual Boy thing that they're selling. I was like, okay, I'll open up the game just to be like, okay, can it be played without it? Probably not, but can it? What does it look like if I tried? Because depending on how it looks, will tell me if I can record any of those games or not. Because if you really need the device to see it, then that means anybody trying to watch recordings of it, they're not going to get to see anything. It's just going to look like a mess.
Um, I have news about the Virtual Boy.
Did you fucking buy it?
I pre-ordered that shit.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
I will now own the Virtual Boy. I mean, it's functionally the damn thing is just the Virtual Boy. Like there it is. It's like owning the
Yep.
almost.
Yep.
There we go.
Other things releasing now this month, we've got a new Paranorma site game, a franchise I haven't touched, but has recently entered my vision. It's like, okay, I'm kind of curious about what the hell these are. East 10 is releasing. It's releasing in Japan a day before it's releasing everywhere else. It's like, really? We're 2026 and we're not having worldwide release or like simultaneous release? What the fuck, Falcom? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is happening here?
Right.
Oh, Resident Evil Requiem is this month.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Tales of Berseria remastered, and that's the all of February.
Paranorma site. I liked the movie.
I'm not sure if you're fucking with me or not.
The one the kid Paranorma site, and he sees like the school janitor dies and he sees his ghosts and stuff, and then they
Are you talking about Sixth Sense?
no, and he has and there's the jock in that show, remember, and his sister with the ponytail and his like redheaded friend.
I don't know what you're referring to, but it's
Yeah.
not a movie based off of a video game that released in
It's the
2023.
same company that made the Box Trolls movie, I think.
I don't.
Parent. Oh, let's see.
Whatever you're talking about is not the game because I've looked it
Paranorman.
up.
Paranorman. There you go.
Yeah, that's not at all.
Yeah, good movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the games that have released the past month and what's coming up in the next month. A few things I have my eye on that I would like to play, but time is a problem. And every time I keep on adding new things for me to do, and I just run out of. I have even less time, and I don't know. I do too many things, and I know you're hearing me say this, and you're just like, ha! Get on my level, bitch. It's like I don't wanna. I don't wanna. No, thank you. Uh,
Wait, what? What were you saying? Were you gonna say something else was on your like line of sight, like you're interested in?
no, I already mentioned them all.
Okay, yeah, me too.
I
I mean,
don't.
I would like to play like Tales of Berseria. I mean, that sounds great. It's getting a remaster,
It's
cool. I mean,
good.
when will I play it? Hell if I know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it does sound. What was the other one? You said there was another remaster that came out. Oh no, God, no, Requiem. I will be purchasing and playing that, but with Resident Evil and other Capcom titles, you can always kind of reliably say this will be discounted in 6 months. So I'm gonna wait on that.
I'll definitely be watching it be played. I ain't
Mm,
playing it.
yeah.
No, I would be the Grace in the situation of Resident Evil. It's like I ain't playing this shit. I ain't the action hero. Let's run in charging things. You've
Yeah.
seen how I play The Last of Us.
Very entertaining. Very entertaining. Yes.
A lot easier when I alter the settings just a touch.
Yeah,
Dude,
just a
okay.
tad.
Jumping to that, I've started streaming The Last of Us Part 2. I don't know how much
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been able to catch any of it yet so far. I'm about eight, probably about really closer to 7 hours at this point. I'm in the tunnels, and they just introduced this new type of I can't remember what it's. I want to say infected because that's the Left 4 Dead term. There's a new special infected they've just introduced that
Hmm.
apparently will release poison clouds nearby it. It will just be constantly doing damage to you if you're too close. So it's like, well, shit, that's bad. I don't like that. And they throw two at me at once. Like, so I'm in a room. There's one in the room over here. There's one in the room over there. It's like, cool. If I start making any noise, they and everything else starts coming to me. It's like, okay, I can kill one quickly. Then the second one is left, and I'm dead. Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I left off right at that point with the last stream, so this weekend I get to pick up right from there. It's like, oh goody. But I only have adjusted two of the settings so far. I set my being able to get supplies is set to max. It's like, all right, just give me all the supplies. I just want to be able to do things. And then I took the stealth settings from normal to just one tick down. Uh, and there's a huge difference. There's a fucking huge ass difference in the stealth settings between normal mode and one tick to easy. Like I didn't even take it
Yeah.
to very easy. I just took it to the next spot. It's like on normal, I felt like everything was seeing me immediately. Like even when I'm doing the slow ass crouch, the fucking clickers. I don't remember if this was in the first game or not, but they had the echolocation to be able to like see you through objects. I don't think that was there before, and they were
Mm.
constantly finding me. Now, no, I'm not even having to go to the super slow. I'm actually able to like do a little bit of movement, and nothing's noticing me. It's like, I
Yeah.
okay. I feel like
Yeah.
there's a middle ground, but I'll take it. I hate stealth.
Yeah.
I don't like the stealth.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going in all Rambo on anything. I'm still trying to play things properly. But at some point it's like, nah, fuck it. There's too many. We're shooting. I ain't doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially since I just learned how to craft silences. Like, ooh, that's fun.
Yeah. Sweet. Sounds like an interesting start for you. I'm looking forward. I think I should be able to watch the parts of the next one. I should be home on that day.
Oh, it's this Sunday.
Shocked me. Yeah, I know. Yep. Um, cool. The Last of Us Part Two. Uh, Controversial game. Some some
I
certain
knew spoilers for people. I knew we knew the rumors. We knew the leaks before the game came out because it got leaked and people were very vocal. So I knew a certain thing was going to happen. I didn't know how early it was going to happen. I thought it's like, oh, this is going to happen like, a third of the way through the story. Nope! Hour! I don't think, I'm not even sure if an hour had passed. It was definitely under the it was definitely before 2 hours had passed. I'm not sure if I had hit the 1 hour mark yet. I was like, what the hell? Already?
yeah. Yep.
Huh?
You'll I'll wait and see to see what your thoughts are on it before sharing all of mine, but yeah, it was a shock at the time. Still kind of is. Like I'll give them this. They had the guts to do it in a very different way, you know. So let's see what you think of it. I'll just say that whenever that game came out, kind of took up until like maybe a year or two ago for me to finally just get over it. It was pretty upsetting,
Yeah.
yeah, at the time. Not just because they did it, but how they did it, when they did it.
I'm very curious to
Yeah.
see how it goes down in the show. Because obviously, I haven't seen season two yet, because that's spoilers. Once I finish the game, then I can go watch season two. Like how I finished the first game, then I watched season one. It was like, okay, are they gonna give us more time? Are they gonna just immediately just like fuck you up, or are they gonna do things completely differently? Because like I saw when it started games, like you got the options like play new game or play chronologically. It's like, okay, I haven't had any flashbacks yet, but apparently it's gonna be flashbacks at some point. So is the show gonna do it chronologically? I have no idea. It's also weird because even when I was doing my second stream and I went to load game, it's like, do you want to play normal? Do chronology? It's like, why are you asking me again? Like I already started. I should be locked into one or the other when I start the game. That's kind of weird.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Most interesting. Yes, I have watched season 2 of the show as well, and I know what the differences are. So that'll be another discussion too,
Yep,
at some point.
we'll get there later this year.
Yeah.
I don't know when. I only play 4 hours a week.
Better than me. Unless it's Path of Radiance. I've been pretty good about that.
I mean, some games I do more than that, but the games that the stream games, I only stream 2 days a week, and I do a different game each day. So
Hmm.
I get to that 4 hour mark, and it's like I'm hungry, and I need to stop because I need to eat. I would love to keep playing, but I need to eat.
Man, I say that all the time. Most of the part about eating.
Well, food is good.
Yeah. Some food.
Yeah.
Not
So
courtesan.
speaking of Fire Emblem stuff, I want to talk a little bit about Fire Emblem here. So every year, I think I'm going to mention this on the last episode. I was like, "Hey, Fire Emblem Heroes is looks like it might be ending soon because they released Fire Emblem Shadows, and they said like, oh, we're entering Ragnarok for the next book." It was like, oh, well, that sounds like finale type shit. And I'd mentioned before, it's like, okay, so that means if we get to January and they don't do the Choose Your Legends vote that they do every year, that means Fire Emblem Heroes is dead. We are officially ending things off. Jono, I
Lights
have
out.
news.
There was a Choose Your Legends poll?
There was a Choose Your Legends poll, but not just for heroes. There was
Oh.
also a Choose Your Legends poll for shadows. For heroes,
Oh.
the way it works is you can vote for one character, and then you can vote each day up to for 7 days. You can vote for the same character, different characters, whatever. And then the two men and the two women who get the most votes after those 7 days will both get exclusive alts. June, July ish, later in the year. For Shadows, again, you could vote for one character today, and I think it was 3 or 4 days of voting. It was a lot shorter. But instead of there being 2 men and 2 women winners, they did one infantry unit, one armored, one flying, and I think cavalry was the fourth one. That makes sense. So 4 winners each way, but different ways on it. And the results this year were interesting. I laughed. I man, I saw the results. Was like, we got to talk about this. I have to tell you. I can't just reveal to you in chat because, like, no, we need to talk about this so I can see your fucking reaction. Because what the fuck are these results?
I am well refined and ready to go.
So for Fire Emblem Heroes, this is the 10th year of them doing this, and so any characters that have won in previous years, you can't vote for them again. So characters like Lynn, Lindis, or I said Lynn, Lindis. I meant Lynn, Lucina. Like the very first one, the winners were Lynn, Lucina, Roy, and Ike. So obviously they can't win again. But this year's results shocked me. Starting with the guy. Oh wait, wait? Where is it? Hang on. Okay, so with the guys, the winners were Sigurd and Sylvain. Every year, except for like 1 year since Three Houses release, there's been at least one Three Houses character that's been on the top 4. It's like, all right, Sylvain is our winner for Three Houses this year. Three Houses, the popularity is insane for this game, man. I don't think he would have been much. Like, if I was going to pick somebody from Three Houses that hadn't won yet, I think I would have said
Eloise.
Hubert.
Oh yeah.
I would have voted Hubert. I fucking love Hubert. Or Petra. Petra's fun. But then Sigurd's actually the character I voted for this year, because at this point there are only 2 pre-engaged lords that haven't won a Choose Your Legends poll. And Sigurd was one of them, so I threw all my votes on him. The other one is Leaf. So Thrastia is the only one that doesn't have its lord represented. I don't think it has any Choose Your Legends winners, period. And then Engage, funnily enough, 3 years later, has no winners. None. It's been shut out every year. Ivy got close this year. Ivy was about 1,800 votes away from getting the second slot for the women for this game.
Wow.
For the female characters, the second place winner was Azura from Fates, which was like, okay, if I wasn't committed to voting for Sigurd, Azura or Sita probably would have been who I chose to vote for this year. The winner, though, the winner, it's Tsubasa from Tokyo Mirage Sessions. He got the most votes overall, 21,381. And it's funny to me because they released a banner for Tokyo Mirage Sessions fucking years ago. Like, I want to say it was like during year 4 of the game, year 4, maybe year 5. They released a banner for Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and they added Tsubasa, Itsuki, Kiria, Mamoru. Was there one more? I know those 4 got in. I can't remember if they added in a 5th character, like a Grand Hero Battle type thing. But they released them, and then we've never seen any of the Tokyo Mirage Sessions character get added. We've never seen any of them get alts. And so there's been a wave each year of people supporting TMS characters, not necessarily because they want them to win CYL, but because it's like, hey, we want another banner. Give us the other playable characters with that fucking minimum, god damn it. We literally have all of the characters from Awakening in the game. All of them. But we have not had a second TMS banner. But now they have to, at minimum, give Tsubasa an alt. It's like, alright, are you guys gonna fucking listen? Because it was also year 3 was when there was a huge push for Laguz and other similar transforming characters like Pan. Because none of them had been in the game yet. We had Manicat characters, but none of the Beast characters. But the Laguz and everyone got a huge push in year 3, and then it was after year 3, it's like, but they started giving us a lot of those characters. Like, yeah, fucking listen, bitch.
Yeah.
But then, I want to talk about Shadows. Shadows results were even funnier.
Oh boy.
Oh man. So
Oh God.
the armored unit winner. So first of all, like any character, any legacy Fire Emblem character that already had a Shadows version in the game was not eligible to be voted for. So like you couldn't vote for Lyn because Lyn already has the Shadows all in the game. The armored unit, Edelgard. Okay, very popular character. The infantry unit winner, Dimitri. Okay. The cavalry unit winner, Claude. The flying unit winner, Tsubasa.
Why? But okay.
No, I don't know. But I fucking lost it when I saw that. It's like you gotta be kidding. I love it. I love it so much because I actually don't dislike TMS. Like I don't like that it's all idle focus and then there's no English localization for the dubbing.
Yeah.
But battle system was pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
So seeing Tsubasa not only top the votes of the heroes poll, she might have. I don't think she topped them for Shadows, but I know she at least got more than Claude. Because people were talking about, it was like, well, but Claude should have been a flying unit. It's like, okay, you're right, he should have been, but even if he was, Tsubasa still would have beaten him. She had more votes than Claude. I don't think she had more votes than Edelgard or Dimitri. It was like, this is fucking hilarious. This is so funny to me.
Maybe she'll be playable in Smash next.
I already made a moveset for her.
There you go.
But I lost my goddamn shit. I don't know who I'll vote. I actually for the Shadows one, I voted for Hana from Fates, not because Hana's favorite for mine, but because somebody I know is a fan of Hana and he's voted for Hana every year in Choose Your Legends. So I was like, okay, I don't give a shit about Shadows, so sure, I'll throw some of those towards Hana's way just for you. But I don't know who I'll vote next year if they even have it. They'll have it for Shadows if Shadows are still alive. They'll have it for Heroes if Heroes are still alive. For Heroes, like I feel like I have to do Leaf because he's the last Lord standing pre-engage. If I don't do that, it'll probably be Sita or maybe Medeus because I don't think we have any villain winners.
Wow. I wonder what the beast transformations are going to be for these Shadows winners.
Well, I mean, come on. Like they've actually already revealed Edelgard and I think Dimitri because they were already planned to come out soon, or at least I know we've seen Edelgard because Edelgard got revealed the day after the voting ended. It's like okay, like she was already being planned. I'm just like, well, she won. Let's just reveal it. And it was like, hey, we're gonna release Edelgard and Dimitri first because we already have art for them, and then we'll get the other two later in the year. It's like okay, Edelgard is very much like an eagle kind of version of her hegemon form. Dimitri is obviously going to be. I'm going to double check to make sure if we've seen
A
him or not.
lion.
Oh yeah, that's what would make sense. The other option I think is a boar because of Felix is constantly calling him. Let me see if we have Dimitri art or not. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I think Dimitri even may have gotten revealed before even Edelgard was. I want to make sure. Like a lion is kind of the obvious fucking choice, but I feel like I saw it before. And it was kind of looked like more tigery to me. Okay, here we go. Okay, no, yeah, no, that's lion for sure. It looks good. It looks good.
Oh.
But I mean, following that footsteps, Claude's gonna be a deer, which is gonna be kind of funny. And then Tsubasa, I guess it's gonna be some kind of like robot Pegasus kind of deal. I'm going to assume based on the fact that she's a Pegasus writer, and her mount in the game it looks like a robotic Pegasus. It's like okay, it wouldn't be the first thing they've done a robot because Corrin is a robotic dragon for some fucking reason. I can't explain it. It's stupid.
Silly.
But what the fuck, man?
RoboCop, Pegasi.
I had to share that.
Well, how interesting is that? What the heck?
Like, I don't give a shit about Shadows, the game, because I tried the demo, or not the demo. Like, I tried it when it released. And was like, nah, not my thing. But this vote fucking threw me.
Yeah. Well, I think the community is large enough, and the game itself is kind of small enough to where you want to push yourself behind a character for any reason. This feels a little memey and a little really at the same time. You can do it. You can accomplish anything. Whatever you set your hearts out to. Like if I wanted Devdin in the game, we'll find a way.
I mean, you made a move set for him once upon a time.
Long ago, in the before years. I do want to do that again on Smashtopia Wiki it's always a question of time, but I can do Devdin, extra skill, transform into Danvid.
You sure can. You sure can.
On the Smashtopia Wiki, there aren't many limits. I can do a whole lot of stuff.
There
A lot of
really
different
aren't
stuff.
any limits.
Yeah, I can think of a few, but not anything we'd do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you want to
I
talk
can even,
about?
I don't know, submitting the Flame Zone character submission.
What?
One of these, that'll be my gift to him for his wedding. A Smashtopia character based on him.
Is it gonna be him or is it gonna be Baby Eric?
Oh, we'll live to find out. It'll be thrilling. Maybe you can make the Flame Zone one, and I'll make the Baby Eric one.
I'd rather make Colton Chillzone.
Eric the Flame.
Kavina.
Austin Williams, perhaps. And
That poor kid. That poor kid.
congrats on getting married. Here's the Kafina assist trophy.
Oh man.
Taboo, make the taboo boss fight. This the Saria AT. Oh, there's some things we can do for him. Calling in on the in jokes. Let's. You wanna unbox my new front doormat that came in today?
Okay.
Yeah, it's right here. My old one, to preface this, it's gotten old. Like people's shoes have gone over it one too many times. It's seen better days. It's pretty dirty, and I want to get a new one, so I did.
Okay.
And
Why do I figure this?
it's curious too because the exterior door, there's a security door, so that actually drags the mat out. So you can't have the mat outside. So this is for inside as you come in. You can clean your shoes off on it, or just it's there to greet you when you walk through the door
Mm-hmm.
into my office.
Note for the audio listeners who cannot hear this being opened. Um, I don't know what it is, and I'm fearing what the image on this welcome mat is going to be. I have multiple ideas, and I don't like any of them. I saw some letters in white text, but I don't
Yes.
know what they are. Because I just saw an A and an X.
What's the primary color of the rug? You can tell the listener.
Is it green?
Yeah,
Not sure. It's a dark
it's green.
green.
It's like a forest green.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the first time I've ever really unboxed anything on camera. It's such a momentous occasion. Thank you for being here.
I think I unboxed Secret Santa on stream.
Smells. It smells fresh. Smells like it was kind of in a warehouse, but it's mostly fresh. a solid, let's say my arm is about a foot long. No, about a foot and a half long. It's about that long.
Okay.
It's about as long as about as tall as my forearm.
I can see the letters from on the back. I don't know what it means. A NAKU?
Pretty close. I NAKU. Tagalog for a general expression of shock in a slightly negative connotation, like, "Oh my God, why did you do that? I can't believe it." So I'm sharing my culture with my office floor. Much better than my old. This is a saying that is mimetic within the Filipino community. It's something that everybody's parents and grandparents and uncles and aunties have said to them when they're kids. So I'm going to put this on my floor,
Would
and
it
that's
be
going to be.
would it be accurate to say that the contextual translation is, "Oh fuck, someone's here. Why?"
Yeah, you can take it that way.
Okay, that's
You
how I'm
can
gonna take
that
it.
way. In this context, yes, and it was yeah, Kapwa Rugs. There you go. Thank you, Kapwa Rugs, for
Sponsored this
furnishing my
episode of the
home.
podcast.
Not a sponsor. I paid $46 for this shit.
Oh, damn it. I thought, maybe we'd finally hit the big times. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to sponsor, I can get you one.
Yeah, I know. I can call up Apex anytime, and we freeze. I'm
What?
not doing it. Arc Raiders or Apex, even whatever the fuck it is.
Oh,
That all the
yeah,
big name streamers shill
take that
for.
away.
It's like fuck
That's
that.
funny. That's the name of a window company. That
Safe light
my
repair,
company
safe light
does
replace.
partner with. Yeah, safe.
I've had to take calls from them before.
God. Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, there was a short time when I worked at a temp agency for farmers, and farmers partnered with Safe Light.
That sucks. Great. Well, I'm not cool. Say that. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I'm not cool. You safe light repair, safe light replace. Hell yeah. Oh, we unboxed my rug. That was,
We unboxed your rug.
yeah. And I'm gonna put it out there after this episode. I'm gonna throw my old rug away. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you. You can see what my old rug looked like too.
I had something come in the mail today.
Really? Oh, so did I had another thing.
Yeah.
A window?
No. I see.
Oh,
When I point to it directly, it doesn't look like I'm pointing directly on the camera.
yeah. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, it's an LED light up of the Final Fantasy 1 Black Mage. And if you're wondering,
Oh,
why isn't it lit up? Well, it's a USB, but there's no charger or plugging for it. So it's like I have to get a USB thing to plug into the wall. It's like, what the fuck? Okay. But it's just there for now.
yeah.
You also notice on a similar note, hey, where's my Smash Bros. Poster?
Yeah, where did that go?
So a couple weeks ago, the plastic framing just fell apart, and it just fell
cool.
out. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Reminds me how big it is. That's a pretty significant gap up there.
yeah. And for now, it's just on the floor because I don't know what the fuck else to do.
Yeah.
Like the frame, like it's not in piece, but like the frame, it kind of like held itself there. Like each of the plastic pieces like feeds into itself. So I don't know why it fell out. And I just have not had the time or the mental capacity to sit down and figure it out. But it's like, huh.
Very interesting how that works.
I was confused and annoyed. It's like, God damn it.
I guess the natural inclination is you have to buy another frame.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can just like slide it back together first. If I had to get
Okay.
another frame, if I had to get another frame, then I'm gonna have to find a safe place that I can store it because it's big and I don't want it laying somewhere like part of it's gonna be like at a higher plane than the rest of it. It's just all be flopped over because then it could
Mhm.
settle weird, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, that is bizarre. Welcome, Black Mage, and your future light scenario.
Yeah, I need to get a thing to plug in the wall. And then it'll light
Yeah.
up. I might move it to be on the other side of the Spider-Man poster, but I think when I'm streaming, like I think the Spider-Man poster is like at the very edge where my camera frame is for stream. So the camera for stream, it's like it's the same camera, but I like have it cropped more than I do for the podcast. So I think it
I
cuts
see.
off there.
I see.
So that's kind of
Yeah.
the best spot for it.
Now that you mentioned what it is, I can very clearly tell.
Yeah, you
Is
can see the
that
blue
is
of the
the
road. You
hat?
can see the hat.
Yeah. Is the hat like like a string almost? It looks pretty light, but or is it
No,
filament?
it's yellow light. Like the whole thing is silhouette. Like, here, let me go.
Oh, it's gonna show us, y'all. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's very nice.
The only other thing they give you is like the chain that you could hang it on. It's like okay, but they don't give you a
Mhm.
thing to hang the chain on. It's like okay, what can I find in my house? Like so, I found a long screw, and I just screwed the screw in the
Good.
wall. It's like I'm gonna just hang it off a
Excellent.
screw.
Excellent. Excellent. Wow, that's a lot bigger than it looks like back there. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's perspectives for you.
Yep. Has the orientation of your room changed a little bit? It
No,
seems like maybe your camera's positioned differently. Okay, so it's really just the Mighty Pegasus thing having fallen makes it
yeah,
look very different.
and also just the fact like this wall here is just like very blank. There's not much on there, and the fact like I have a light that kind of like washes out that whole wall. But if I turn the light off, then it's just a
It's
little
gonna look
too dark.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because now I'm just this, and it just looks like I'm in a cave, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I
It
need
looked
to find
like
a
a
solution for it, but I don't know what to do just yet.
yeah. It's yeah. That's yeah. Without the poster there, it's just much brighter in the room. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Uh, guy.
Hey, you got your passport.
Hey, got my passport
When are we going to Japan?
tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's go. I mean, you know, anyone who knows me knows this is a long time coming. I've been hoping for this for a long time. Now it's a little funny, and I'm not going to go at length on this on the show, but it's a little funny to get it now in the current climate of the world. Um, but I am overall excited to have it. You know, I hope to use it soon. Um, I was really kind of moved getting it in the mail. I was like, hell yeah, finally I got my passport. It's surreal. Like I finally have it. I can go. I literally can go to Japan tomorrow. Now that you mention it, finally.
Dang.
So can you. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
get out of here. We can go hang out with my
We
friend
go
Wata a little
to the
bit.
Nintendo Museum. We go to Nintendo
It's,
World. We
we're-
overstay our stay, and then we just don't leave
yeah,
for multiple
exactly.
reasons.
Indeed. I'm stoked. You know, it's unfortunate. You and I have talked about this at length off podcast, but you know, we've talked about our friend Eric's getting married. He lives in Saskatchewan, and now I'm not going. I have
You
my
know what you've done
passport.
though, because now that you said that on podcast, you have a month, technically less, to tell him because you haven't told him yet.
I'm gonna tell him. You know, it's a mix. Like I don't want to let him down, but I have to find the right way to say it. And it just comes down to money stuff, man. I owe a lot of money in taxes this year because as is my first year back as a freelance agent, which has been really great for me in general. I enjoy having, you know, I work a lot, but I also can work whenever, you know, I want. The schedule is flowy. So long as you get the work done and are aware of deadlines, it's like you're not beholden to the 9 to 5 structure at all. So that's why I kind of like what I'm doing. And it just feels like a life hack. Like, it allows me to, even though I'm working a lot, have the flexibility to inevitably record this show in spite of delays sometimes. Um, just be there for my family as they age and just other things that are important. So, but the other side of that is without your income taxed at all throughout the year, they get you. The
Yeah.
federal government gets you. So,
I I'm concerned how
you
mine are
know,
going to turn out, but I'm gonna wait a little bit longer before I deal with that because I'm concerned.
yeah, yeah, and yeah, I filed and it was not pretty, but there are repayment plans and they're not going to tell you no, not usually. I kind of just input. I was like, okay, I'll pay them $100 a month, like something I could afford, and there you go.
Yeah.
Because ultimately they don't want you to fail or default. They want to get their goddamn money. So if they have to wait and get it in the end,
Yeah, it's like borrowing money from a bank or like for a house or something. Like they don't want you to stop being people. Not only because they don't want money, but like they would rather work with you and have things go slower after like a period of unfortunate circumstances than just take it because then they lose
Mhm.
out.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, so keep that in mind when you do your taxes.
Oh yeah,
Is that will be an option. But yeah, with that new lump sum that I'm thinking about, and other things, world things. I don't feel comfortable traveling this year much, so
yeah,
got to lop it off, and just things are getting busier in work world, all positive. It's just like there's just all these different things I have to juggle and think about. So it's okay. Um, kind of the way that I pipe myself down is like you go there to be there for your buddy, but it's his wedding day. We're gonna be with his relatives more than we would be with him, understandably.
yeah.
And well, that would be cool in itself. Find him another time. Find him another time.
There's another there
And
will be another point in the future where we can go up there.
yeah, after we go to
Yeah,
Japan.
obviously.
And get lost there for 180 days and be like, well, I guess we're technically we made it this far. We might as well stick around.
Yep. We just
So
settle a
things are
little
getting better.
fishing village.
Yes, yes. Um, but that passport and route those are my deliveries today.
Nice.
I'm happy for both. Happier about one of the other, overall happier about the passport, but I'm happy for both. And
Yeah.
yeah, hooray, great. So that's an ongoing in my life right now. I want me to pass it back on to you. What else
I
you
mean,
want to
my
go over?
life stuff for me. I mean, there's some stuff that I can't talk about. Yeah, I will. I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about due to like NDA type stuff, but I've got a job situation finally. I just don't
Good.
know like how much I can really talk about that,
That's
especially
fine.
in a public recorded space. I don't want to get my ass
Mhm.
in trouble. But
Mhm.
that's moving forward. It's like good, good. It's been a rough year. It's been a rough year for me.
I
Um,
hope for more just general stability for
yeah,
for you.
yeah. It would
Mhm.
be nice to have stability again. But other things. I mean, obviously, I've been playing games. I've been streaming Yakuza Kiwami 2. I've been streaming The Last of Us Part 2. I finished streaming Stray, which was a game that was not what I expected it to be. I didn't know there'd be stealth and horror. What the fuck? That was so much stealth. But
I never
being
thought.
chased by the bugs, like, what is this?
Yeah, I kind of just thought it was a game where you simulated a cat. You're just walking around.
Yeah, I thought it was like, okay, you do quests for people. Yeah. Nope. You do a little bit of that, but no. More about being chased by the bugs.
The the bugs.
You get hit by too many of them. They first of all they jump, they latch onto you, and if you take too much damage, you die.
Are they big?
Uh, rat sized.
Gross.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
abnormally large bugs.
And they can explode out of egg sacs, which
Ugh.
will burst if you get too close.
Kind of like those fucking zombies in The Last of Us Part 2. They're poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I don't,
went
I don't
from
like
game
them,
dealing
but
with stress to a game dealing with stress. Why did I do
yeah.
that?
I'm not a big fan of like sacks that burst.
Yeah. Let's talk about something more. Okay, John, I'm going to give you a choice of things that I could talk about. Um, do we go over? Oh, wait, no, no. I want to talk about that more. I forgot. There was a third option. I want to talk about this last time because we were built before it had happened, but it's over now, so I get to talk about it in the aftermath. I did the fourth force Xandhog to play a game poll.
Do you are you able to close one eye and then the other and alternate them back and forth?
Yes, it's really easy.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty easy. You were forced to do this.
Yes. Well, I wasn't forced to do the poll, but I am now forced to play certain games.
Yeah.
I don't remember
You
why I did. No, I remember what triggered it because like in our Discord server that we had with a group of our friends, uh, I started doing like these little polls. Like I would little's the wrong word to use. Like I did like, oh, what is the group's favorite Pokemon? What is the group's favorite Fire Emblem character? What does the group think is the best game of the decade? And then at one point I did a poll saying, hey, what should be the next poll? No, that wasn't what happened. That wasn't what happened. It was like with at the
oh,
start of like on each poll I had like a different question. It might be something like what's your favorite color or what's your favorite whatever or something like do like a something weird. But on one of them I asked what should be what poll should we do in the future? And then people sent in their responses and somebody said I don't know who did it. I have no idea whose suggestion it was. They said force Zantok to play a game. It's like, huh. It's not a horrible idea. I can have some fun with that. And so I did it. So 2020 was the very first one that I did. And how it worked was like I put up like a little Google sheet. It's like, okay, guys, nominate games. You can nominate any game. There are a couple of rules. One, it can't be a game that I've already played because that's what's the point in forcing me to play a game that I've already played. You know, it's got to be something that I obviously can't play. So you can't give me something that's like on the Xbox One because I don't own one. And it can't. And I also reserve the power to veto any game for any reason, which I haven't had to use too much, even after over 4 polls worth of nominations. Technically 5, but they're like things that are banned on Twitch. I'm not going to do, or largely dating sims, especially the ones that get a little close to certain territories. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. And then
date
there's just a
everything.
few. Hmm?
Date everything.
Date everything actually. Like if I hadn't already watched somebody play through uh a sizable chunk of it, date everything that one would pass my test. Like okay, this is fine. It'd be some of the characters I would be a little uncomfy dealing with.
Right. Right.
Uh, oh boy. But I would be okay with it. Everything. It's just I've already stopped so many plays. It's like okay, it's on the ban list for now. Maybe in like a couple more polls it'll be unbanned when I've forgotten details. But like one game that I will not allow is Undertale. You know, I know some people might be like, "What? Why? It's such a good game." It's like it's because it's been ruined. Let me explain. When that game came out, its fan base was like a pack of feral piranhas. And they were just attacking people. Anybody that had even just like a neutral opinion to express about the game just got swarmed. People that were playing the game how they wanted to were being attacked for you're playing it wrong. You just people were getting turned off from it. It's like, okay, it doesn't matter now how good the game is. I just don't have an interest now. It's dead to me. The only way I will ever play it is if one, somebody buys it for me, and two, if they pay me in addition to buying it for me. That's the only way it's happening. So hey, somebody out there, you want to send me $100? I'll play Undertale. But that's it. $100
What
minimum.
about Filter Rune?
Yeah, it's in the same pocket of energy. But I enjoy doing this. Like I've done it every 2 years since 2020. Sometimes a different time of year. But we've had, for the most part, I've enjoyed the winners. Uh, so I'm actually going to bring that up. In 2020, the game one, Bug Fables, the Everlasting Sapling, defeated. Let's see, what was it? It beat Child of Light in the end. I ended up playing both. I actually ended up not finishing Bug Fables. I don't remember what chapter I got to, but there was a chapter like had stealth in it, and I immediately was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And at this point, the game, like, I was already starting to feel a little bit burned out. Like it wasn't hitting the notes for me at that point anymore. And so I got the stealth. I did a little bit of the stealth, and then I got a point where I got caught, and it sent me back to the beginning. It's like, nope. And I closed the game, and I have not touched it since, which is a shame. In 20, yeah, honestly,
NAKU.
that in 2022, I started doing something additionally where I was like, okay, we had the poll where people could nominate games, but I was also going to throw in a second poll of games I'm picking based off of some kind of theme. So for 2022, I did what I called the redemption poll, where I took games that, yeah, I introduced this during round three of the 2022 poll. It was like games that had been knocked out that did not make it further than round two in either 2020 or 2022. I threw them into the redemption bracket, so I can get a second game that I'll be forced to play. The main 2022 bracket, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, won over 13 Sentinels Aegis Frahm. Played both. Both were incredible. And then for the redemption poll, Ghost Trick Phantom Detective defeated Xenoblade Chronicles X. Ghost Trick, again, very good. Haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles X yet. Want to at some point. For 2024, the winning game was Gravity Rush Remastered for Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch Remastered, which shocked me. I thought that was Ni no Kuni's year. I really thought it was Ni no Kuni's year. But I was surprised that it lost out. I ended up playing it eventually later afterwards. Like, okay, this game, like, I knew I wanted to do it before we did the 2026 post. Like, this game is just gonna win this time. It is the number one best performing game that I haven't already played. I'm just gonna play it. We're just gonna take it out of the equation.
Yeah.
Gravity Rush, I ended up liking. I liked the beginning. I liked the middle. The end was bad. The end, those just felt really abrupt, and they ended the plot of like the C plot, but the A and B plot was unresolved. It's like, what the fuck? Why did we resolve the C plot?
Yeah.
But my secondary poll in 2024 was the Smash Brothers poll, and I don't mean that there was you could vote for a Smash Brothers game. I picked a different game to represent each playable character in Smash. So, like, Luigi was represented by Luigi's Mansion 3. Young Link was represented by Majora's Mask 3D. The winning game was Miitopia, which surprised me. I did not think Miitopia was going to get a lot of votes. I thought it was like, here's my funny Miitopia pick, because I like the Miitopia on the 3DS, but I haven't played the Switch version. They had a new thing, so I'm going to put it on. Wait, it won? Okay, I'm very happy about this. And it ended up beating Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser's Jr.'s Journey, which surprised me.
When you put it that way, it was...
Yeah. And then 2025, I did the multiplayer poll where it was going to be with both me and Way Out Trail. They've also done polls with this for Way Out Trail and for Robo Aza, where they could be forced to play games on stream. And by the way, I didn't mention this, but like the rule is, whatever game wins, I have to do at minimum a 4-hour stream on Twitch for, and then after that, it's my choice if I want to keep playing the game on stream, if I want to play it off stream, or if I want to uninstall and never touch it again. So far, the only winning game that I have stopped partway through was Bug Fables. But the multiplayer poll I did last year, 2025, so I did it on and off year, for people to force Way Off Trail and I to play a game together. And the winning game was one that I had been voting for from the start. I was like, fuck, yeah, this is the number one game I actually was rooting for the most in that poll was Split Fiction, which was incredible. Great game. And it beat Cassette Beasts in the finale. This year, 2026, the main poll, the winning game was Dispatch. Dispatch won. I don't have it written down what it's defeated. I'm trying to remember. Shit. I'm gonna have to open
Something.
up the bracket. Actually,
Yeah.
no, I know where I can find the answer. I was looking at my main document, but apparently I didn't add it into my main document yet, so I need to do
It
that
beat
clearly.
Untitled Goose Game.
It beat Persona 1. No, that was the semifinals. Oh, that's right. I didn't post it in there. Oh, yeah.
Um,
Oh, yeah. It's not perfect there. Uh, Give me a minute. Find it. I'm getting there. Yes, Jonna, that.
I know.
Oh, Untitled Goose Game. That's what it was. I was surprised Untitled Goose Game made it that far. Like, huh, all right. I'll play the asshole goose, sure. But Dispatch ended up winning. But then the secondary poll I did this year was the release year poll, where I took every year of since the original Famicom's release year, and picked 3 games to represent that year, except for the Famicom's release year, where I could only pick 2 games because math. I would have been one over on the bracket if I had every year be 3 games. The final 2 games for the release year bracket were Magical Star Sign and Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and the Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright won. Which, thinking about some of the people in this that were in the voting block, is like, all right, I'm not too surprised because I know like you were probably voting for that every round.
Yeah.
I didn't vote for it every round, not because I didn't want to do it, but it's just like there's a lot of other good games in there. And I tried playing it at one point years ago, and I stopped like an hour or two in. I don't remember why, but I was like, I want to try Magical Star Sign, and it lost. I don't always win, but usually a good game wins anyways. I haven't started either of them yet. I gotta wait till I finish either Yakuza Kiwami 2 or I finish The Last of Us Part 2. Then once one of those is done, I'll start Dispatch, and then once another game is done, I'll start Layton versus Wright.
Wait. I am excited that well, for all of it. I mean, Dispatches. I want to play that too. I mean, the whole superhero management. It's a fun angle for that type of game. Um, Switch version. You hear that there's a lot of anger over censorship in the Switch version. A lot of he said she said about it. So we'll see where that goes. But I would like to play that at some point too. But I might just sub for just watching you do it.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, I know.
yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna do it with. I'm not playing the Switch version. I'm gonna do the PS5 version, but I am going to have these sensors turned on, or at least for like uh the nudity
I mean,
sensors
streaming
turned on,
purposes, yeah.
because like I looked into it, apparently it's fine to stream this game and show the nudity on Twitch. You just can't do
Weird.
games that are all about nudity on Twitch. But if nudity is just there in the game, it's not like the big deal, then Twitch doesn't care. But
Mhm.
I don't want to take the risk of it getting flagged, anyways. Especially, I don't want to take the risk of it getting flagged on YouTube, especially because like YouTube has been doing
Yep.
a lot of AI for their flagging and filter system. I was like,
Yeah.
no.
Agree.
And also, I just
Good.
don't want to see. I don't feel the need to see all that. Like I'm good. We'll turn on the nudity sensor. I don't give a shit about profanity or blood gore or whatever else might be in it. I don't. All I know that's in the game is you're a retired superhero who got injured, can't do the job anymore. So now you're literally in a dispatch agency for superheroes. Like, that's a fun concept. When I actually
Yep.
first saw things about the game, I was seeing it in like reels on Facebook, and I thought it was fake. I thought it
Me
was
too.
AI generated bullshit. That's what I thought it was. And then I found out, oh wait, this is an actual video game, and the Critical Role people helped with its development. Huh. Okay. I'm interested.
Yeah. And Leighton versus Wright. Well, we will get there when you play it. I
I
look
I
forward to
know it's about witch
getting to
trials,
it.
but I don't remember what else
Mhm.
is involved in its plot. Besides, it's Layton and Luke, Phoenix and Maya, they meet in London. This is the timeline where There's an old I say old. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there's an image that's like a joke of a Phoenix Wright timeline, where it's like at one point it's like there's like a break in the history. It's like, and here's where Phoenix Wright gets angry and becomes a fighter in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and then after that he goes to London. And it's where and that's where the professor he meets Professor Layton. Whereas the other timeline is where all the Apollo Justice stuff ends up happening.
It becomes a ne'er do well.
That
Well, that's very
there's some timeline split after Ace Attorney 3.
more controversial than the Zelda timeline. My God.
Oh my god.
Um,
I want to see if I can find that.
um, okay. Oh boy. Oh, the Phoenix timeline.
Oh shit! If I can get it to load. Oh no, I have the timelines reversed. Hang on. So the timeline is like the first three games, they're in a line. And the timeline breaks between Phoenix goes to Britain, Phoenix doesn't go to Britain. So the time where Phoenix goes to Britain, first is Professor Layton versus Studios, right? And then what happens next is that Britain makes Phoenix lose his sanity and he starts punching people, and that's Ultimate Marvel 3. And then we get to we get to Apollo Justice, where there's another break in the timeline where Apollo gets brain damage, and you get Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. And then the other part of the timeline branches, Apollo stays sane, and he becomes a cameo character in some golf game. I don't know what this golf game is, but he's apparently a cameo character in a golf game.
Yep. Everybody golfs or something like that.
Maybe, I don't know. I was like,
Yeah.
this is funny.
Yeah. I remember this now. That's great. Well, there's a few things I can bring up next, but I don't know. Do we want to go? I guess I'll mention, since we're in March, this is the month where things get crazy for our Tucson Folk Festival. So
crazier.
yeah, so it's the ramp up. We, as of the first week of March, we will have about 6 weeks left into the festival. It happens on the 10th through the 12th. We have a 9th fundraiser at Monterey Court on the 9th as well, that you're aware of. It's where the night you had the vegetable burger on accident. And we're also transported straight into a concert after 48 hours awake at the airport. You remember it well. But yeah, with the festival so close, we're going to have a big online meeting every week until the week of the festival. So that's 5 or 6 2-hour meetings in the planning process, just getting ready to ramp up for it, and figuring out press stuff, getting a news reporter down to Catalyst, their space in the mall, to kind of look over volunteers and talk with some people from the organization or musician, just all of these different, like, operations, marketing, everything of those two branches have full cylinders ahead. All of the planning, festival logistics, every single aspect of it needs to be pulled off with as few hitches as possible. And this is the time where we're seriously getting down to the wire and planning for it. So I'm going to have many, not many, but there'll be some restless nights figuring this all out. And kind of interesting. The same can be said for every festival or event we do. It's a few nights, a few days, maybe. Like a folk fest is technically 4 days. Then it's done. Then you start planning on the next one, and it's weird because it takes such a significant chunk out of your work life to plan. Like, it's a year-long endeavor, and then it comes and goes. But you also stamp these memories out and remember. Like, it's weird. Like, a part of us, I think, are always at last year's festival, and it's very, like, palpable and evident. Like, for me, I can go back there mentally and really feel and vividly remember what that felt like to be there, and where everything was, and or how it was oriented. So it's an interesting thing to keep compounding on, and I'm looking forward to doing that again for year 41. Um, Even right now, our executive committee and our board and staff, we're working through security protocols and shopping that out to different vendors and figuring out who we're hiring, working on festival insurance clauses and volunteer things. Like there's the raffle baskets. There's a lot that goes into this, and I don't know. I am kind of wacky and wild enough to enjoy it and want to continue making it a larger part of my life. So here we are.
Here you are.
Our new website, which you heavily helped with, and from like quality assurance perspective, and are officially listed as a committee member for the website committee on the website now, which will be printed in a physical program, which I can send to you or give to you for you to have and sign. Say, I autographed this because my name's in it. Put it up on a wall. Um, so that's that. We also used our current president Matt. He is very capable of using this software called Airtable to. So something that I haven't shown you yet that I'm talking about now is that from the point that I last showed you our performer bio thing with the headliners and their pictures and stuff, that's been renovated, and that went in there, and he is now using this Airtable software thing. This is the name of the program, to not only list the headliners but all of the performers, like 130 different performers, in like an organized tab. So it's functional. Occasionally you have to clear your cache. I've learned that the hard way. But we are moving and we feel a little more modern now, and it's in part thanks to your efforts helping us. So hooray. Hooray. That's the lion's share of my March. Otherwise we're just planning a spring art and music community festival.
It's a lion's share of
Yeah.
your March, and then the actual thing is early April, and then after that you enter a period of attempted hibernation. I say attempted because there's still events. There's less frequency.
Yeah, I mean, because of the cadence of recording Supercast with us, I guess you know that pretty well.
Yeah, I do.
When things get hotter in the desert, and it's over 100 degrees for 100 days, people tend to not want to go outside. So yeah, we do a couple of maybe we're gonna do 3, I think, indoor, culinary,
You're doing
food
an
sample.
indoor festival, like for the planet in Star Wars?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
The character from Star Wars, Andor. Yeah.
No, indoor. The Ewoks.
Yeah. Andor. What's the difference? Yeah, the Ewoks.
Quite a bit. Quite a bit. That's a lot of difference between indoor and Andor.
Rex is up
And
there.
Ator.
That Johnny Blackstone or whatever his name was on Endor. Yeah. Star Wars. Skywalker. The blue
Okay,
dinosaur.
time to pick a new topic.
Yeah.
Drifting. Time for me to right the ship.
Yeah, and I'll quickly add to this is a time when we're up in Phoenix a lot, and we had fun in Glendale recently. There was an arts festival in Glendale that we did that was more like a block party. You're engaging with different cultures and backgrounds, and there's like a lowrider hopping portion. There were just different types of music on the stages, a lion dance. There was a massive big bug car that we all posed inside of at the end of the show. It was weird. So yeah, it's just a lot of activity on my end. Again, we've done a major event, concert, festival every week since the 31st of December. And what's funny is that this next week of February that is the first time that we're not having an event for
Oh, so we're gonna record all week.
No, I'm working. I'm working another job for 3 days in a row. I'm gonna be helping some bands out at the Fox Theater in Tucson for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We could record on a couple of those days.
I think we actually do have a date scheduled for next week.
Yeah.
I think only one next week though. So
yep. Mm-hmm. The Bacabla and me both staring at me. Yeah. I'll have more to report on some of the fun stuff later, but it's been good. I mean, I really appreciate we get Airbnbs up there when we stay there paid by the company, and we get to spend some time as like just friends hanging out. And January 31st, apparently that's Rumble Mania every single year, the last Saturday of January. So we have a friend who's really into wrestling, and we all get to sit there and be kind of semi forced to watch it.
oh joy.
The music pretty incredible what these men are able to accomplish physically. There's some stuff there where it's like, oh wow, I mean, that's pretty cool that this guy like bounced all over these ropes and jumped over people's heads and shit. But then it comes with all the baggage of it being incredibly fixed and turning your brain off to just say yes, this 7 foot tall massive dude is knocked out and squirming all over the ground for 15 minutes, even though he could like literally rip everyone's heads off because the referee said.
Here's what I'll say about it. Anybody with a brain knows that wrestling is a storyline. Like these aren't like actual, like they're not like fighting for real.
Yeah.
There's no like the belt is just it's a production. The whole thing is a production. But truthfully, think about it. What's between that in a TV show about the same thing about people fighting? Honestly, I don't know why that the show feels more acceptable to me than people wrestling. So I honestly don't know why one seems more acceptable to me than the other. I don't know. Maybe it's because of Vince McMahon and fuck that guy. That might be it. Fuck that guy.
A lot of it is that, Vince McMahon, whatever his wife's name is, Hulk Hogan, Logan Paul is a fucking WWE wrestler now.
I thought he was a boxer.
And that's his brother Jake.
God, there's 2 of them?
Yep.
I thought
his brother Jake.
I thought they were one person.
He really had his jaw broken in. That was great.
I thought this was one dude.
And I do think that's the thing. It's like it's old school, It's nefarious in the sense that they have a lot of like unruly people at the top of it.
Yeah.
And it's an older way of like acting and sportsmanship that is in some ways outdated. Like this is something that's been going on for hundreds, like I don't know, thousands of years. And the general TV show is just more modern. You're going into it knowing there's no illusion. Like, you're, even though there shouldn't be with wrestling either, but maybe if you're a kid, you might think it's real. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, what makes it entertaining in that room are the reactions of the other people. I don't give a shit what's going on the screen at all. Yeah. Although there was a man who had an iguana in his mouth and ran around in a green suit like a reptile. Actually, that was pretty interesting.
I think I know also part of why I don't really want to watch it. I have no interest in watching people in their underpants oiled up with whatever the fuck they're oiled up with, groping each other. I don't want to watch that. That's not for me. That's not my genre of entertainment. I'm good. Yeah. People are fighting on a TV show, they're wearing clothes usually.
Oftentimes spandex if it's a superhero show, but still. La Iguana, that was his name. he had a plush iguana in his mouth the whole time. It's really interesting.
That sounds dangerous. That's a choking hazard.
Howled at the moon.
The moon? Did you say how about the moon?
No, he howled at them.
Oh, he howled at the moon. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like ow, ow, like that. Oh, but
Okay.
that was the house. That was the house with the arcade machines and the stuff that I showed you. The
Oh,
the the image, the Last Supper, but with Smash Brothers characters, really threw me off.
who was in the place of Judas?
That's a good question. I don't know where Judas was. Because he was right next to Jesus, left side of him. I can tell you that in a few seconds here if I can find
I'm
it.
curious. Who is the Smash trader? Like, I have a few ideas of who it could be.
Yeah. Let's see. January 31st. Oh, where did it go? No. I sent this to you, didn't I? I'll
You
go
you
back in our group.
did. I don't remember where you sent it to me. It might have been. It might be.
It was over text.
Yeah, that's why.
I mean, looks like it was Kirby. Yeah.
You know that works. That works.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
My first
Let
thought
me
was Snake, actually. Snake or Sonic.
Snake is in that picture. Let me try and show it for you on this camera here. Oh, light up. There you go.
Ah,
Yes. What a strange image to just walk into an Airbnb and be like, oh,
yeah.
wow. You know what I don't like about it is their eyes are so bead their pupils are so beady. Kind of throws me off. Like look at the way Yoshi here.
Yoshi looks
Beady eyes.
terrified.
Yeah. Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer.
Hey, we got the Yoshi, and
Hey.
thank God he doesn't speak.
Yeah.
I
I'm
love.
glad he doesn't.
I fucking love Toad's jealousy. It's
Hmm.
so good. He's like, oh great, Yoshi's here. Yay! He's
Yeah.
like, you
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. The equivalent of being angry at like the family dog.
Yeah. Or in one they were just like two trailers when they revealed Yoshi, and I liked in one of them, like there's a chain shop. It's like, oh shit, Yoshi just
Yep.
immediately just like tongue yanks it, has the chain chomp in its mouth, and then he does like the bark of the chain chomp, but it's Yoshi. Dude is like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Hmm. Hmm. Some picky nerds online complaining about the voice being too deep. I'm like, I don't care.
I mean, it definitely didn't sound how I expected, but I don't remember it sounding deep. Just a little strange, but it's like I can get used to that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the way that things go. It's not going to be Kazumi Tataka.
No,
You know,
it's at least it's not Chris Pratt.
yeah. Until you wait and see. It's like, oh, featuring Chris Pratt as Yoshi. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is Totaka. You know, who knows? Maybe it's voice even. They do have I forget. I always forget her name, but the voice of Tails from the games, the voice of Tails in the movie.
Yeah,
Hmm.
which was a
Jennifer
shock.
the that.
Like
Yeah.
no other character had their V, I don't think. Um, at least I know Shadow
Hmm.
didn't. Uh, Knuckles didn't. Obviously, Sonic doesn't. But like Tails is like, huh, interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't think we heard Amy in the the post credits scene. I don't think we heard her or Metal Sonic.
Hmm.
I'm kind of expecting Metal Sonic would be the same as doing Sonic would just put like a filter over his voice.
Yeah, me too. Maybe Big the Cat will be in there.
Big the Cat needs to have a dopey voice. If he does not have a dopey
Mm.
voice, then they have failed.
He'll have a thick, like British doctor's accent. Be like, why? I hope you can help me find my dear Froggy.
No, Peter Capaldi.
Yes. There you go. There you go.
I really
Um,
gotta wonder, now that we're on the subject of the Sonic movies, I gotta wonder, like, how far this is going to go. Like, are we going to get? We're three in. We know there's going to be a fourth. Supposedly, we might be getting another spin-off that, if we're going to get a spin-off at this point, it's going to be a Shadow spin-off. Like, come on. Like,
yeah,
how much further are we going to go? Like, how much further? How deep are we going to go with the characters? Like, okay, obviously introducing Amy is the next choice. Metal Sonic as the next villain makes a lot of sense, but where are we going to go from here? Jim Carrey already came out of retirement once to reprise Eggman for the third movie. Is he going to want to do that more? He's going to want to do something different. He's going not going to want to like do the exact same stuff. Like, he's talked about that. Are we going to like take a rest from him and do other villains for a little bit? Like, are we going to do a chaos? We're going to do where the fuck his name was from '06. Like, what's the flow path here? Well,
Zavik.
and even more important. Oh, I'm thinking. No, I'm thinking of what? Wait, are you saying the? Are you just saying a character's name, or are you just saying the person from '06? Is that I don't think that was who I was
No,
thinking
that was a villain from Lost
of.
World,
Okay,
sir.
okay. Mephiles or Mephiles. That's who I was thinking of. The guy that looks like
Oh
Shadow
yeah.
but in grayscale.
Hmm.
Sure. And when the fuck are we getting Team Chaotix? That's what I want. I want fucking Vector.
I'm so
I
done.
want the detective spin-off of Team Chaotix Detective
Yep,
Agency so bad.
yep, yep.
Oh, that's what I want.
Me too.
It'd be fucking great.
Turn that into a TV show.
It should
Damn.
be. It should be a goofy ass TV show of those three chuckleheads. And
Mhm.
like they're not good, but they somehow stumble onto some conspiracy and insert some random human character in here, I'm sure, and we get some goofy ass comedy shenanigans. I
Yeah,
think that'd be great. I'd
I think
love
so.
it.
I think so too. Um, yeah, and to loop it back just quickly, I thought the Galaxy trailer was great. I
Yeah,
really enjoyed the Yoshi reveal. That it's funny. There's a lot. They're holding the Galaxy portion of this kind of close to their chest.
yeah.
You know, we see
All
Bowser
we've seen is
Jr. We see
Rosalina. Mega Leg comes to
Right.
kidnap Rosalina. Rosalina kicks its ass.
Yep.
And that's all we've really seen.
Yeah. And again, like somebody mentioned, it's a 1 hour and 30 minute runtime, and there's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited they're expanding the world so much, and hopefully, this all rounds it out to where we get Wario and Waluigi in the next one. But
I
in the
saw an
meantime,
idea I really liked. Like I also was like, are we going to see the real world portion, or we just be Mushroom Kingdom and Galaxy? We don't like obviously we're gonna be like there's gonna be a bit where they go to Tostarena to do their plumbing job, which is where they find Yoshi in the trailer. But I wonder if we're gonna see like Brooklyn or I can't remember if it was called Brooklyn or New Donk City, whatever they called it in the first movie. An idea I saw the other day that I really liked was like, okay, show portraits of that of the real world where it's like their cousin Lou has taken over the plumbing business, and it's just an homage to Captain Lou, who played him in the Super Show. I like that. I would like to see that.
me too. Wow, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
It's a great idea. Oh my God, what a that opens up several hatches for me. But to round it out for the trailer first, Yoshi and the baby Mario and baby Luigi, that threw me off timeline wise.
yeah.
What
Because
is going on there?
because Toad is there. So like, okay, something happens to turn them into babies.
Yeah,
What the fuck? Oh my god, it's the de-evolution ray.
yeah. And there's a lot of Odyssey in there. The Toaster Arena, the Toaster Arena ends, the inverted pyramid, the Jaxi, and the T Rex
Yeah.
with Yoshi, and Yoshi has the Super Scope. People pointed out, which is pretty cool. I thought it was funny. I mean, that guy goes where it goes with the T Rex, makes it sound after Yoshi does, and they all run away. But I thought it was funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Big Bertha is in there.
Oh yeah. The giant cheap cheap.
Mouser is in there. Birdo.
And looks weird.
Min-
Mouser looks drugged out. Like what the
Mouser
fuck
looks
happened?
like a tired retiree,
Mm-hmm.
like a slug.
Birdo fighting Peach. I saw some people suggest like, what if Wart is the owner of that casino that they're in? Because
Hope so.
Birdo and Mouser were both from Mario 2. Wart was the big bad. It's like Wart's casino. That could make sense.
Minchi were there too.
Yeah. So like I think that's probably likely. Whether or not we'll see a fight scene with Wart is a question
Mhm.
mark. But Peach has a plot at a casino that she visits at some point, and I hope it's more worthwhile than the casino subplot in Star Wars.
The Last Jedi. What a time that was. But the kid with the broom,
Sure,
a
show
hope
some
for
hope.
all.
That's good. Show hope for that. But then having their excuse for a spy master just turn on it, and it's like okay, so that entire 30-minute subplot effectively had nothing.
Didn't matter.
Okay,
Yeah, at least they saved the freaky emu things.
I mean, good.
Yeah. My God, yeah, what a time
It's
that
just a
was. I'm
weird
sure the
story
Super Mario
choice.
Galaxy, yeah, Mario Galaxy movie won't have time to tell a story like that. It'll
Mm-mm.
be better. I look forward to watching it.
I do too. And then we'll talk about it either on this show or our other show.
Yep.
Probably the other show because we can dedicate 2 hours just to
We
that.
could do a whole exactly. I watched the Super Mario Bros. Super Show the other day.
Oh,
Yeah. Speaking of Captain Lou, it was really ridiculous.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of them, but like I never like sat down to like watch it all. Maybe someday I probably could.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I watched the first episode. Never saw it before. I mean, as a kid, I was as a little kid, I was very obsessed with trying to catch these shows. Unfortunately, they were 80s, we're 90s kids. It was a little tiny bit out of our range, our grasp.
Yeah.
I remember being obsessed with the 90s Mario movie when that came out and streamed on Disney a few years later. Unfortunately, I was like, wow, that's legitimately an amazing movie. Let's buy it on VHS. But because it's Mario, you just don't know back then. You just pick up the slop. You're like, this is amazing because it's Mario. I'm not going to
Yeah.
question anything. Um, oh, stupid child brain. But it's funny for its own reasons, though. Don't get me wrong. And then Super Mario Brothers Super Show. There's some outdated things in there. I will say right away, without getting into it. Um, the cartoon is fine. It was interesting. It had Birdo in it, but Birdo was an old lady who could fly because her name was Birdo, and she kidnaps Toad because she thinks that Toad is her baby Cheapy the Birdo, and they eventually find the real Cheapy in snow and frozen, and Fire Mario saves the baby, and they give the baby Birdo back to the old lady Birdo, and the old lady Birdo helps them drive away King Koopa and his forces, some of whom are um, like duplices. They're like dupligos. It's like I did not expect dupligos to be in this thing. Like just like blanketed creatures who
Jeez.
fight for Bowser. I'm like, what are these things? And Koopa, it was fine. And then it was the even though it's like very commercial and it's obvious, Captain Lou and oh, I'm forgetting the Luigi's name, but to have them both involved and to have like this set piece, it's very 80s and 90s, very oh, you should watch this clip from the Legend of Zelda show and watch it next when it comes out at 4:30. But there's some charm. There's a lot of charm to it. Captain Lou does a it's very entertaining. I'll give him that. Like it's
He's got
surreal.
a good
It's
energy for it.
yeah, and it is surreal. It's like this is something that really happened. I'm literally watching it and cannot totally fathom that this is a thing. The rap is cool. That made it into the Illumination movie. What the Mario Brothers? Oh, and the do the Mario dance. Oh my god. Do not watch the end credits to the Super Show with Captain Lou doing the Mario at like 1 in the morning when you're in like a dead heat, and then you wake up and just see it and get scared. Because that's kind of what I did.
Is that
It's like, my God.
the equivalent to the pig from Minecraft for you? The pig
No, the
statue?
pig was funny.
Was it? Was
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
'Cause I
Maybe
think you're
not
the
the
only person on the planet who laughed at that. Like,
Flamestone laughed at
only
it.
person. Limestone laughed at you.
Flamezone mentioned it in in an episode. I don't know if it's coming up or released already because my mind is blown.
Yeah, I have no idea
But
if it's out yet.
yeah, I'm gonna check real quick.
It probably should
Uh,
be out by the time this is out.
yeah, let's see. Yeah, no, nope, it's not out. Good thing I didn't spoil it.
Oh no, you're right. Oh yeah, 'cause we did that one super early. Yeah, that's why.
Flamezone mentioned the porcelain pig from the Minecraft movie and a future episode of Supercast for this coming out this month. Look out for it. I bet you can figure out what it is if you put your thinking caps on hard enough.
I don't think they can without knowing what episodes are coming up.
Well, it's tangentially related to Minecraft in some way.
Is it, or is he just on the episode and he's talking about it?
Maybe it's an entire episode about the porcelain pig.
Maybe it's an entire episode about Grintillinja's bunions.
Oh, that would be even worse.
Yes,
And Klungo will be there.
probably.
Yeah. What a guy. Was there anything you're watching, reading, whatever?
Yes, but considering the amount of time we have left today, that's gonna be left for next time because that's gonna be a
Oh,
whole
you
other
are.
thing. Yeah,
We already broke through it. Wow.
yes,
Okay.
we're almost at 2 hours, and I still need to go over the picks for the Final Fantasy Dissidia NT Continued kind of project. So last
Oh yeah.
episode on the podcast, I talked about what characters that I picked to include throughout the year of 2021, where I picked Aerith, Sora, Kieran from Crystal Chronicles, and Zandy from Final Fantasy 3. So now it's like, okay, what characters did I pick to be added into the game during 2022? Again, like if the game had continued releasing who I thought we might get. So first of all, this is kind of where like where I started having like a little bit of differences from when I first did this. But the first character I added in March for 2022, I need to get to where my reasonings for all these things were. I had it at one point. Where is that section of the chats? There it is. So after adding Zandy, who represented, the Pixel remasters being released, because the first three Pixel remastered games all released together, I decided that I wanted to do a character to represent the later half of the Pixel remasters, Final Fantasies 4, 5, and 6. But okay, it's like, okay, which character am I going to choose between? And the ones that were in debate were Rydia and Edge from 4, Gilgamesh from 5, who would also round out the last veteran character that needs to be brought back, and then Edgar and Cells from 6. I decided not to do Gilgamesh since he's a veteran. And I felt like he's a veteran, he's a sort of villain, he's a wild character, can do him any fucking time. I was like, we'll do him later. And then I decided not to do the Final Fantasy 6 characters because in the real, actual Dissidia NT, we got Locke to be a new character to represent Final Fantasy 6, but NT canon did not get any character to represent Final Fantasy 4, or a new character to represent 4, I mean. So I decided, okay, let's pick a character from 4. So it's between Rydia and Edge. And it was a bit of a toss-up for me. Rydia is probably more popular, I think, between the fans. She's a summoner. She's got a whip. She's also got some black magic that she can use. Meanwhile, Edge is a ninja character that throws a shuriken and has some ninjutsu scrolls they can do for some elemental attacks. I decided to go with Edge because we already have a summoner character in the city of NT with Yuna. I was like, okay, we'll go for Edge because we have nobody that can fill the ninja archetype just yet. So, perfect choice for that. So I made Edge be the first character for 2022. After that, uh, I was there for May of 2022. There really wasn't anything that I wanted to promote. The games that would have been released around this time frame would have been Kingdom Hearts re-releases, Dragon Quest Builders 2 re-release, Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers released. Well, I'll release on another platform. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what platform that was. That might have been a PS5 release, actually. Not too sure. And then Final Fantasy 7 Remake Intergrade released, which actually, maybe I could have done instead of Edge, I could have done Yuffie, but I've got other things for Final Fantasy 7. We'll get there. So I was like, okay, I'm out of kind of. I have nothing really to promote. So I was like, let's look at what hasn't got a new character. And I decided to look at. I did a picking character from Final Fantasy 13, which in the city of Duodecim got Lightning. She was the main protagonist of that game's story mode. And then in NT's during NT's DLC period, they give us the villain rep for 13, which surprised me who they chose because they chose Snow. Snow, who's one of your party members in the first game, but then I believe it's in Lightning Returns, which is the third game for 13. Snow comes back as an antagonist. I don't know exactly what the deal is because I haven't played. I only played part of the original 13, and I know very little of 13.2 and 13.3. I was like, okay, let's pick a character from 13 here. None of the characters from the original game, of them, was like, okay, Saz has double pistols, Fung has a lance, Vanille has some kind of multi-pronged whip thing, Hope has a boomerang, and then we already had Snow and Lightning. So like, okay, I'm really not sure what I feel about any of these. The other these is like probably be Saz. But then looking at the two other games, it's like, okay, here we have some other characters. We have Caius, we have Sarah, we have Noel, we have Lumina. This kind of like, okay, I kind of feel more positive about one of these characters representing. And we already have Snow representing the trilogy. But I was like, what if we just do a character that like is properly representing the trilogy as like one of the main characters? So I decided to go with Sarah Farron, who is Lightning's sister, who is kind of a plot device in Final Fantasy 13 original, but she's the playable character of 13 too, and she has a bow that can turn into a sword. It's like, okay, a bow character. That's different. We don't have one of those yet. Firion can use one with some of his attacks. We don't have anybody that like primarily uses that. Like, that's interesting. I like that. So I decided to go with Sarah.
Nice.
For the third character for 2022, I was like, okay, at this point, we're in September. Again, there's really nothing that I want to promote at this point. Recent releases were um, the Pixel remasters came out a year prior to this because like my typically like I'm looking at things like what released like a year in the past because that's how they've been doing the promotions for the most part. Bravely Default 2 got released on another platform. Final Fantasy 4 Pixel Remaster, and then Dragon Quest got something called The Adventure of Dai. Uh, so again, nothing really to promote. So it's like, okay, looking at games, what's something that we don't have a new representation for? Final Fantasy 10. Final Fantasy 10 is where I went. I wanted to do a big character. Final Fantasy 10 hasn't had a new character in NT. We got Yuna came back because there's Tidus and Jekt. I was like, who's the big character that I could add in from 10? Well, there's Orin. Orin's a great fucking choice. Very popular character. Um, Samurai archetype.
Yeah.
There's also Riku, who is also very popular. And while we have a ninja already, we actually don't, and we have Luck as a thief, but some of the stuff with Riku is kind of already taken. But Riku also has the mixed command. She's got the Machina, that you can bring into her moveset. But I didn't do either of them. I did Seymour. Time for another villain rep. Get him in here. The last villain rep I added was Zandy, and I actually noticed when I was going through this, was like I actually had to do a pretty good job of regularly having a new villain rep every so many characters. It's like, oh, good. I'm not ignoring that. It's obviously there's more heroes as there should be, but there's a new villain every so many. So like, okay, Seymour makes sense. People expected Seymour to be the villain rep for 10 in the original Dissidia, and when it was revealed to be Jack, we were all just like, what? We were surprised. But I understand it because they were going for the more personal connection between Titus and his father, Jack. It's like, okay, that makes sense to me. But now we've got Yuna. Who is Yuna's personal villain? Seymour. Easily Seymour.
Yeah.
Get Seymour in there. He is our villain summoner. He's primarily just going to use anima, but still having a guy on the villains team that does summons. I don't think there's.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any other summoner character across Final Fantasy that is that's a bad guy. And I'm not aware of any. I don't know what the Maenads count or Kuwar from the Final Fantasy IV sequel. You could theoretically say the villain from 16, I guess. I think maybe 15 might also kind of count on there. I'm not really sure. Not too familiar with it. Oh, and then I guess 14 has some bullshit going on with the Asians, but that's
Yeah.
again a bit different.
Little bit.
A little bit. I guess 13 is kind of weird with the whole Lassie stuff. I don't know what we classify Barthandelus as really. I'm at some point need to play them so that I just have more knowledge. But it was like, okay, cool. We got that. But then I needed one more character to close out the year. And this character is the 50th character. So it's like, okay, again, I'm looking at, is there anything to promote? And there kind of is something that I could have promoted that were released a year ago. And the things that would have been released at this time were Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster, an update to Dragon Quest X Online, Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier, which is a prequel for Final Fantasy VII focusing around Sephiroth, Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, and then there was another release of Final Fantasy VII Remake on another platform. It's like, okay, looking at these, what would be a character that would be appropriate as like your 50th character? Like that should be a milestone, right? Character number 50 and could promote something. We've got things that can be promoted here. Let's see if we can do anything.
Revolver Ocelot.
No.
Oh.
Although the character I chose does have projectiles. Not really guns, and more lasers. I chose from Final Fantasy XIV, Alphino Levier, who, the reason I picked him is because he is the poster boy for one of the 2 new classes that was added to 14. He gets a class change during the game. He finally gets a proper class for himself the first time, and it's been a year since Endwalker release, and Endwalker closed out the big portion of their 10-year storyline that they had been building from the release date of Realm Reborn, and it just made sense. The last time they added a character from Final Fantasy 14, they added Xenos, who was the villain at the time, the villain for that expansion, which was Stormblood. And they were debating between 3 different characters, one of which was Alphino, so it makes sense that Alphino would still be considered. And the fact that he is now even more involved with the character, he's got his own dedicated class. His weapon is like these basically they're like a set of 4 satellites that like float behind him that can fire up lasers and can heal. So he's actually a healer class, but he can heal by doing damage. Like he puts a marker on you, and when he attacks the boss, you get healed. That's interesting. That's very interesting, especially since NT, to my chagrin, is a 3-on-3 team-based fighter. So Alphino could pick one of his teammates and have them getting constant healing whenever he does damage.
Yeah.
That's really cool concept.
Yeah.
And since, like it's the big expansion, Endwalker was explosive on its launch. It just made a lot of sense to have him be the 50th character in closing out 2022.
It's pretty sweet. The only other Final Fantasy 14 character that made sense to me was your personal avatar, which would never happen.
Obviously, yeah. Like there is another character that I would have considered. No. There is another character that I actually would have considered to represent 14 over Alphino. I don't want to mention who they are because there is spoilers regarding the character. But with Alphino getting the new class for that expansion, he made more sense to me. Now, if I was to pick a character right now, I would pick this other character. But Alphino, at that time in history, Alphino makes the most sense.
Yeah. Well, cool. 50 characters. Holy smokes, we're just moving.
Yep, and I have characters picked for 2023, 2024, and 2025, and I'm working on 2026 because we're into that year.
Excellent. So that's going to take us a fair bit into this AJOLWTTA.
Yeah, I mean the next 3 episodes I'll go over like 2023, 24, and 25. But then after that, I'll be like, okay, well, once we're caught up, I'll be like, okay, we're just going to talk about one every 3 episodes. It's going to be a lot shorter.
Okay, makes sense. So, but we still have 3 more episodes catching up to do.
Yep. But by the time when we get caught up, we'll be talking about the first 2 characters of 2026.
Man, we're just, my lord. NAKU.
Yep.
Well, what a time, man. Good. I appreciate the update.
Oh yeah. Next time, I'll definitely want to talk about a particular thing that I've been rereading. It's been a whole thing. There was not enough time this episode. I had a feeling when we got to like the halfway point, it was like that's going to get pushed.
There's some stuff, yeah. There's definitely 1 or 2 things I planned on this episode. We'll cover in the next one too.
Yeah, honestly, we could do this for 3 or 4 hours. We're not going to. I would. We're not going to.
I'm not going to, for the sake of the listener, primarily, and also for my sake.
Yeah. Yeah. But there might be some times where like we go over a bit, like we technically have today, and we went over during our second episode when I was talking about Truman. But for the most part, we're trying to hit that 2-hour mark.
I'll say quickly because you just reminded me. Rest in peace, Soccer Ice Cat.
Yeah, this morning, Sakurai posted today that this morning his cat died. I think they were 17 if I was looking at things correctly. It's like good age for a cat. Good age for a cat.
Yep. Very good. Outlived all my pets.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he hides a little tribute to him in his next game, like how the Pokemon Stadium 2 had a hidden cat picture.
I think that was of his cat.
That's what the rumor's always been, but there's like some people said like no, it's actually not. He didn't actually hide his cat. There's just like okay, then what cat is it? I don't know the truth on it.
What cat is it? Garfield? He can't do that. It's copyright.
Yeah, it looks from what I remember of it, it looks like his cat, but
it does. Yeah, same types of markings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, we're already here. Like time just started to fly when we went through this one.
Do you have anything you want to say to close this out?
NAKU.
Oh, all right.
On the rug.
On the rug. On the rug.
How about
that
you?
Put their feet on.
Gonna put feet on. Yeah.
I don't have a rug to hold up. Well, let's just pretend I have an identical rug. It says eat shit. My rug says eat shit.
If that's a front doormat, sometimes it will. You know, like you walk around the park.
I mean, I would get the doormat that like when you're coming on it from one angle, it says welcome, but when you look at it from the other angle, it says get out. Or it wouldn't be get out; it would be like now leave or go away or something to that effect. I'd get one of those.
That would be very appropriate for you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Fuck off. Don't come back. You got to say it anytime you bring it up.
Oh,
you can't just hold it up. We have audio listeners.
Yeah.
They're our primary viewers.
Oh no. My gosh, what a way to end it. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you in a month if we're alive.
Yeah, and also for Super Cash Brothers in a week.
Yeah. Or yesterday, or I don't know. Our schedule sometimes. Bye.